You ever notice how when men were chasing women, society said, men are dogs, men are thirsty, men only want one thing. But the moment men decide to stay single and mind their business, suddenly it's the end of civilization. Women are panicking like the world's about to collapse just because men aren't lining up to simp anymore.
We had some guy make a comment in all caps, mind you. Men, stay single. That's the easiest way to avoid all these problems. And I thought to myself, that's great advice. Because if you are not an individual that understands how relationships work, and you don't understand that great relationships don't work by osmosis, that they take continual effort, then yes, stay by your self. Please unburden the rest of society with the foolishness that they're going to have to deal with when it comes to you.
Exactly.
Let's call it what it is, men are opting out. They're looking at modern dating and realizing, it's just not worth it. Why spend thousands of dollars on dates, deal with entitlement, and risk half your paycheck in a divorce when you can live in peace, travel, and build your own empire? And the craziest part? The same women who wouldn't give these men the time of day in their 20s are now crying on TikTok in their 30s and 40s, asking, where have all the good men gone? Spoiler alert, they didn't disappear. They just stopped chasing women who bring nothing to the table but attitude and demands.
So one of you asked, why am I still single? And that's kind of a compliment, kind of not, you know? But I guess the easiest way to explain it, because there's really only one reason, I think. And it's like, so you know, it's like late at night, right? Let's say I'm with somebody, I'm with a woman, it's late at night, like 2 a.m., we're laying in bed, and then there's a noise. Right? And she's going to be like, I know, inevitably, she's going to say, go check it out. And I'm going to be like, I want to check it out, man. I'm scared too, man. Why the hell I got to check it out? Oh, come on, laugh a little bit, yo. I'm just poking, man, having fun. But hey, so somebody almost severed their fingers, a couple of their fingers today. And just, you can see the bone and all that stuff, I guess. And I got to go in and check on safety meetings right now. But I was thinking about the time my brother, right? He smashed his finger, and so his finger was like hanging off on the side and stuff. Nearly cut it off, and he looks over at the dude next to him, and he goes, man, that's my trigger finger, damn it. Priorities, man. He wants to go hunting. What an idiot.
Here is why intelligent men stay single. At work, being logical is rewarded, but that doesn't work with dating. Women want to feel emotions. This means flirting, telling stories, and making her laugh. Only when you stir her emotions can her attraction for you grow.
So let's get this straight. If a man approaches, he's a creep. If a man doesn't approach, he's scared of strong women. Basically, whatever men do is wrong unless it benefits women. And men are finally saying, no thanks.
I won't settle, I'll just be single. My mom's single, my mom's been single, my mom raised me single, so I'll just stay single.
By the way, that's a very genetic trait. It's true. There's a book called there's a book called No, it is. There's a book by Barry Schwartz, one of my mentors. He's a professor, and it's called The Paradox of Choice. People get fucked up when they think they have too much choice, but nobody has as much choice as you think. Wow. But it's genetic. Some people, he calls them maximizers or satisficers. Maximizers are always looking for better, and they're not going to settle till they find the best. Satisficers realize time is short, and so it's like, you got to marry something, especially for giving birth to babies. Like for men and women, you got to pop them out because nature don't give a shit about culture.
Think about it. More men are hitting the gym, focusing on their careers, gaming, traveling, stacking money, even finding brotherhood in online communities. They're building lives that actually make them happy. And the wild part? They're not bitter about being single. They're thriving.
I always say there's only two reasons why people are single. One reason is they have excessive self-hate, where they don't really love themselves enough, and they have really low self-esteem, so they avoid people, or they only go for people who don't love them enough, and as a result they find themselves in a perpetual cycle of an unhealthy relationship until it ends. Or people who have, which now more people are falling into, where people have excessive self-love, where they believe they deserve certain traits and refuse to settle until they access those traits, and as a result they're perpetually single.
Meanwhile, women are realizing the attention economy is crashing. When men stop simping, those likes, DMs, and dinner dates, they dry up real quick. And without that free validation, a lot of women are being forced to face reality. They don't hold the leverage they thought they had.
What I noticed lately is that a lot of men rather stay single because they're tired of giving their everything and ending up with nothing. Do you guys agree with that?
This is 100% the truth. Girls really don't value anymore what men bring to their lives. The world now has become primarily about material. There is always somebody else that can provide better material. Because of this, there's no real reason to cling on to one person or another. There's always somebody better, right? This, of course, is only if you define somebody by what they provide in the material world. The harsh reality, of course, is this. Most people really don't deserve or need that much material. Just because you feel that you deserve something doesn't mean you actually do. Your life will eventually show you that reality one way or the other. Since girls always have a shoulder to cry on, they may not realize it ever.
And now you've got talk shows, podcasts, and relationship coaches warning women about this so-called crisis of masculinity. But the truth? It's not a crisis for men. It's a crisis for women who relied on men to always chase no matter what. See, men have finally woken up to the game. They know that one false accusation, one bad marriage, or one toxic relationship can ruin their entire life. And why take that risk when staying single means freedom, peace, and control over your own future?
Men are staying single because it's not men that don't feel worthy of love. It's that they don't trust that women are going to give them the love they feel they deserve. There's ulterior motives, conditions, acts of service they have to do in order to be worthy of such love, versus women just have to be women, because a lot of the times they use their kitty as a bargaining chip, as a prize to be won. Well, when you use that as a tool to bargain with, then it becomes a commodity and it lessens the value for both sexes. So for some, it's far less problematic to just be single. They respect their worth, they just don't feel that a woman respects theirs.
Hey family, let me reason with you about this. The reason why many black men remain single is this. The benefit that come along with being in a relationship, or the benefit that come along with being married, in his mind do not outweigh the benefit of remaining single. It's simple as that. Even though many want to be married, it becomes a tough proposition when he's already dealing with a lot. He's stretched to the limit, and so he's challenged on every which way you turn in the street, in the workplace, and he don't want to come home and have to deal with that same smoke. He just don't want to fight. And there's a lot of anti-black male rhetoric out here, tearing men down, saying all that they don't have, what they're not doing. And he needs someone to show them the benefit that they love them, they respect them, they understand them, because he's not looking for a competitor. At the end of the day, he's looking for a companion. And so remember to keep it real, keep it raw, and let's try to keep God first.
So yeah, women are panicking. Because the free attention and free resources are drying up. Men aren't refusing love, they're refusing to be used. And once men realized their time, money, and peace were more valuable than chasing ungrateful women, the game changed forever.
Stay single, stay single, stay single. It's crazy when you are single. That's what everybody in relationships is telling you, to stay single. And when I went through my breakup, I was like, stay single, I'm heartbroken, this, then the third, I wanted to get in a relationship. But I realized that the joy is in being single. And the reason why is because now, when you're working on yourself, you're able to say, this is what I want to deal with, this is what I'm not willing to deal with. Now you have time to learn yourself. And when you are learning yourself, when you are working on yourself, being single is a phenomenal thing. Get your money up, get your credit right, invest in yourself, get fly, Get your bag up. So now, when you meet her, you're ready. Mr. Gray from the Real Men Group.
So the next time you see a viral video of a woman crying, asking, "Where are all the good men?" just remember, they didn't vanish. They just stopped playing a rigged game.
I can't see one single positive argument for staying single today. We're having a cigar the other day with this guy when we did the live podcast. He's 35 years old, makes millions, but he doesn't want to get married. He says, it's too risky getting married today. I said, it's too risky getting married today. I said, man, it's too risky staying single today. Like, what do you think life is all about? Pulling up to a restaurant in a Rolls Royce? For what? Who cares? Those people that say, what a nice car, don't give a shit about you. Everything about life is investing in things that outlive you. Man wants to live forever, but we're not going to. The only way you're going to get a glimpse of living forever is by what you build. You have kids, you raise them properly, they continue your last name, you write a book, you make music, you make movies, you make something that outlives you.
True. All of this is true. Well said.
Well said, soldier.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.